In an ancient time, Earth was nearly destroyed. Not by man, but by gods from the sky. 7 mystics banded together to fight the invaders. They created the Dragon Balls. Now the signs have appeared again. The evil has returned. And only one chosen warrior has the power to defeat this threat.
I'm not ready for this.
You are the only one who can do it.
With this Dragon Ball, I take my vengeance upon the Earth.
We have to find the Dragon Balls before the eclipse.
Let's go.
We'll go, but we go together. Cool.
This spring, the battle for our world
Who are you?
will begin. Dragon Ball Evolution.
Hey guys, it's Chris.
Doing my inner nine-tailed fox.
I'm channeling my Kaioken.
Kaioken times 3! times 10!
Rasengan!
Special beam cannon!
Drill beam.
And I'm Jack.
If you couldn't tell, today we reviewed something kind of interesting, I guess. We watched Dragon Ball Evolution. Yep, you know, the movie.
Or if you don't know, turn this off right now.
Yeah, honestly, guys, you turn it off right now. If you by chance want to watch this, I wouldn't recommend it, but it's completely free on the website Internet Archive. It's where you can go to watch tons of free movies. It's all public.
God bless the federal government.
Exactamundo. But yeah, so we watched Dragon Ball Evolution based on a listener request. Shout out to that person, you know who you are.
Damn you. Whoever you are.
And speaking of listener request, if you are sending in a request, remember there are always links on the podcast, or you can get to us through Instagram, through DMs. But right now, the wait is 4 months. I know. It's 4 months. It was 3 months when we went on hiatus, and now it's 4 months. So
Would you look at that?
look at that. If you want us to do this more often, I don't know. Tell your friends. Send us money. Do something.
Give us your money.
Give us your money. Help us break the capitalist leashes around our necks. By giving us your money.
You get it, right?
Right?
You see how this works?
Alright, getting too political. So Dragon Ball Evolution basically is a movie about a young teen named Goku whose grandfather dies and tasks him with stopping Piccolo from ending the world in 7 days with the Dragon Balls. So first he has to find all the Dragon Balls, and he gets joined by Bulma and Master Roshi and Yamcha, all the people you guys know. Nobody else important. And then they, go and try to stop Piccolo.
What about Chi-Chi?
Oh, yeah, Chi-Chi.
You're just mad Krillin wasn't in it.
I am, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
It's a very key character to, cut out. But they have Chi-Chi?
Why?
They have Chi-Chi. Where's Poir?
I need oolong up in here.
Bobbity?
If you get any of these, you know.
Jackie, if you're listening to this is where we got your name, Jackie Chung.
Not from this movie.
Yes. Alright, so 2,000 years ago a Namekian named King Piccolo came to Earth and wreaked havoc. 7 mystics were able to seal Piccolo away using the powerful enchantment called the Mafuba. However, he breaks free in present day, and with his ninja-like henchwoman Mai, begins searching for the 7 Dragon Balls, killing anyone in his path. Yeah, that's the background. I just skipped over 10 minutes of weird on-screen stuff. If you know who Mai is, yeah, it is weird that she's here. Okay, so it's Goku's 18th birthday, and him and his grandfather are doing the normal things that you see in these teen action movies where a kid's fighting his relatives. They're doing it on, like, stunt wires or whatever, and Gohan's trying to beat him.
They're doing it on their laundry wires.
The laundry wires, yeah. Gohan trying to beat him with a stick. And a part way through the fight, Gohan channels the Force and throws Goku off of the wires.
I have a lot of problems with this movie.
You don't say.
Just up front, they're stealing everything.
Hey, dude. Smart people steal.
They're using the Force. At some point, Gohan's going to call it airbending. Master Roshi's going to be like, you have to master the 3 elements of water, fire, and air. It's like, what is happening?
After Goku gets a hold of one of the Horcruxes, he goes and visits Gohan on the other side in a white plane.
What is happening?
But yeah, so it's Goku's 18th birthday, and he's going to school or whatever. And while he's walking in, he sees Chi-Chi, like the most beautiful girl in school, and a couple bullies try to run him over with their car, destroy his bike. It's like attempted murder.
True. But he does that thing where he's like, I have to withhold my power or I'll destroy them too easily.
Exactly. I've got to hold back and let them be a punching bag. And you know the funny name they call Goku?
Giku.
God damn it.
Got him.
Love that insurance.
Save 15%.
Oh, goodness. But yeah, so while they're at school or whatever, they're talking about, like, planetary alignment stuff or whatever, and Goku is, like, spacing out very much like,
He has, like, a dream sequence looking at Chi-Chi.
she's in, like, a prairie or whatever, like a bright, sunny prairie.
It's not even a prairie. It's a flower field.
That's like a prairie.
There aren't that many flowers in a prairie.
All right, semantics.
What prairies have you been to, Chris?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Where's your little house, Chris?
I never watched that. Okay. So, yeah, Goku is imagining her, like, you know, in this prairie flower field, whatever. It's honestly the cleanest daydream a young man's ever had in high school.
Besides when she starts eating the strawberries, then it gets a little questionable.
Then it does get a little questionable. Kind of reminds me of Twilight, you know?
A little bit.
I wonder, imagine what Edward was thinking.
Her eating one of the pale kids in school or something. I don't know.
But yeah, and Goku gets, like, called in class, like, because he's not paying attention. And he's like, Goku, do you know why this alignment happens? And he's like, yes, because the Namekians came and tried to destroy the world thousands of years ago. And obviously all the kids laugh because they're like, aliens, what are you talking about, Giku? You're such a loser.
You're the biggest loser in school.
Giku.
Giku. Ah!
We all had a Giku in high school, guys. And if you don't know of one, you were that person.
That's how that works.
Goes out and they're like in the hallway or whatever, and like Chi-Chi's by her locker, and he like tries to like use the Force to like close her
He's trying to open her locker.
trying to open her locker with the Force or whatever. Opens every locker in the hallway, and then tries to subtly go around the corner and leave.
She briskly walks towards him and catches up to him. Hey, did you do that?
He looks behind him. Yes. It's like, you used your key, right? He's like, oh my God, you know what key is? You want to go to my party later? Yes.
She didn't even ask. Hey, I'm having a party. Yes. And there, Goku.
Dude. But, so Goku's, you know, he's having the time of his life. The girl he's into invited him to a party. He's actually going to get to go to a party because, again, he's the biggest loser in school for some reason. But, you know.
Well, he goes to this party, but He doesn't tell Grandpa Gohan.
No, not at all. Grandpa Gohan is up, stirring, cooking. He is cooking up some good food, some like chicken feet and stuff. Goku's favorite. Made him a cake. Doesn't tell his grandfather that he's going to this party.
What an asshole.
Exactly.
Why didn't you just tell him?
Exactly, dude.
Hey, Grandpa, you don't have to do anything special. I'll go to this party tonight.
Exactly. Or, hey, Grandpa, could we do dinner earlier, so I can go to this party later?
It's not like Gohan has anything else to do all day.
Exactly. It's like what time is dinner? It's like 6 or 7.
It's already dark out.
Exactly. You could get to a party at 8 in high school. You'll be fine.
The later you show up, the cooler you are.
Exactly. Jesus. But yeah, Goku goes to the party, and it's the usual stuff, like, the group of bullies stop him outside the place or whatever, and, like, who invited you? And he's like, Chi-Chi. And we're like, we're not going to let you in. And then the main bully, well, I guess maybe not the main bully, one of the bullies, pours a cup of water out right in front of Goku's shoes.
Very disrespectful.
Very disrespectful. See, dude, his shoes aren't even good enough to get that water.
Brutal.
I know.
Or, is it water, Chris? This is a high school party.
Oh, you're right.
It's probably soda pop.
So yeah, then like Goku's again, he's doing like I won't fight you guys. I promised my grandfather that I wouldn't fight people.
Loser!
Yeah, I'd just be thinking the same thing. I was like, that's a nice excuse, Giku. So they try to fight him, and he's doing the dodge thing where he just dodges, and they just keep hitting each other.
Like a bunch of assholes.
Exactly. There's no collaboration. There's no like communication. Like, hey, I'm gonna
Grab him.
Grab him. No one grabs. Everyone just starts throwing kicks and punches and they're hitting each other.
They're going for these outrageous, like, jumping kicks, and it's like, what do you think was gonna happen, you idiot?
He pulls a double matrix and, like, spins in the air and, like, dodges, like, a punch and a kick.
Makes them look foolish.
Exactly. And then everyone comes out, obviously, to see them all on the ground or whatever and everything. And then, like, the main bully comes to beat up Goku with, like, a crowbar? A bat?
It's either like a bat or like a golf club or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And Goku is jumping around on his car, and the guy keeps missing Goku and smashing his car.
Like an asshole.
Exactly. And he's furious, but it's like, stop doing this. It's your car.
Stop swinging down onto your car, you idiot. Swing up! God.
How angry can you be? Let him get off your car. Hell, go up onto your car, toss him off. Jesus, like.
Yeah, somehow, not doing anything beats him up also. And then, for some reason, the car explodes, which no one acknowledges. Which I was very confused about.
Was quite confusing. But yeah, so the party continues. I'm assuming him and Chi-Chi talk it up a bit. Anything really important from that happens there?
No, they're just being awkward teenagers.
Obviously. So
not her. He is.
Oh yeah, he's Giku. This is the first like real girl he's talked to. So what was it? So cut back to something way more interesting. Gohan has already realized that Goku has ditched. He's not there. And who else shows up but Mai and Piccolo looking for the Dragon Ball? And instead of, they interrogate him for a second and he refuses to give it to them. So they decide to kill him and destroy his house.
Why? Why did they do this?
They know it's there.
Like, why did they destroy the house? Like, could have just walked through there or been like, hey, Gohan, where's that Dragon Ball that you're hiding from me? Like, I really need that thing. Like, instead just kills him immediately. Like,
Exactly. And then they leave the Dragon Ball.
why?
And then Goku, oh my god, is like, I feel a disturbance in the Force. My grandfather needs me. And just zooms out of the party to head back home.
Teleports back.
Dude.
Without instant transmission.
Now imagine if they ripped that.
He just automatically has that.
Yeah. It's a technique that his grandfather showed him when he went to, was it Yardrad?
I don't know. That's too much in the lore. I don't know.
But, what was it? So, yeah, he comes to see his dying grandfather. who imparts his wisdom onto him and is like, find Master Roshi. And something else, there's anything else? Protect the Dragon Balls.
Well, he says that little poem about, like, the Dragon Balls and, the eclipse or whatever. Who cares? What I'm really concerned about is this is just Spider-Man.
Exactly. He had great power and he felled his older relative and they died, and now he has a great responsibility to take up.
Now he has this revenge that he has to do against this guy who looks like the Green Goblin. Piccolo looks like shit in this movie.
It's a lot like Spider-Man.
Literally, it's just a guy painted green.
Yes. No antenna. He's played by James Marsden. If anybody knows that dude, he's from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and he looks like a monster from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Like, every time he showed up on screen, I just started laughing. I just couldn't, like...
Hate it.
But yeah, so he gets, the wisdom or whatever from his grandfather to go and protect the Dragon Balls and stop Piccolo. The world's gonna end. Find Master Roshi. And while he's digging around the rubble of his home, he finds the Dragon Ball. And then who else shows up but Bulma, looking for she calls it something else. I don't even remember what she calls it, but the Dragon
Some
Balls.
bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. Because someone broke into her house the night before, and the scene cutting to the break-in at a Capsule Corp looked way more interesting than this movie. Like a completely different movie.
It looked like a heist.
Exactly. It looked like something like a future heist. Like, something for like Minority Report or something.
This is the only thing that looked like interesting going on in the whole thing.
Exactly. And then that was like 10 seconds. But they argue, they bicker, whatever, but eventually they come to the conclusion that they should team up to go, look for the rest of the Dragon Balls and find this Master Roshi or whatever. And like Goku's like, yeah, you can get my Dragon Ball if you help me look for this person. And then they go to...
They go to Master Roshi's.
They go to Master Roshi.
They just appear at Master Roshi's.
They just find this place or whatever. They head in there, and obviously Goku gets into a fight with an old man. And, he's really trying to kick his ass. And he doesn't. And when he tries to ki blast him, he blasts Bulma into a wall.
Got her. Actually a funny moment.
Bulma is just a person, too. The fact she doesn't need any sort of, like, surgery or, like, any...
She gets right back up after this.
She gets right back. She gets ki blasted into a wall. Like...
Very durable, that Bulma.
Yes, she is. Oh, my God. But after that happens, Master Roshi's like, oh, you're Gohan's, student or whatever. I trained Gohan. I know that move. How's he doing? And Goku's like, he's dead. And Master Roshi's like, oh.
Yikes.
Yes.
So he didn't feel the force. The disturbance of the force.
Maybe he was too far out of... Who knows how the Force works in this movie?
Who knows how the force works in general?
So yeah, they find him, and basically Master Roshi's like, yeah, I'll join you guys. Let's go and, get together. And what does he say? They're going to head... Are they going to head to the temple first, or they go to look for the other Dragon Balls?
I think they're going to the temple, and then they just happen to come across another one.
Yeah. So yeah, they're heading out or whatever.
There's something that they don't call the Dragon Radar.
Yeah, they call it like the
They change a bunch of names for no reason in this.
Exactly. They call it like the Dragon, like, Goku calls it like the Dragon Ball, like, coordinator or something like that. Like, I'm like, what the fuck?
That's a mouthful.
Just call it the Dragon Radar. God damn it. Like, this is a kid's movie. This isn't a kid's movie.
Why are you changing that? Why? For what reason?
Why is it... Dragon Ball's an adventure story for children. What is this? God damn it. Fuck. So they head off, and like Bulma and Master Roshi are on the back of the cycle or whatever, and Goku's just running behind them with a fucking giant bag for reasons. Yeah, and well, when they're heading out too, this is another thing where like, I guess Roshi says here, it's like, I'll have to teach you, it's either 3 or 4 elements.
3 elements.
3 elements. Air, fire, and water.
Yes.
Because I'm a master airbender. I was like, what is this? Is this Avatar?
Stop stealing all the things I love. You're already ruining something I love, giving it the same name.
They really do. But yeah, they head out to the desert where they like go into some cave and they get stuck, and then they meet Yamcha, who's just out there with digging stuff, and they help him. He helps them find the other Dragon Balls.
Canon.
Canon. They also run into Chi-Chi, who's out in the middle of the desert training for the World Martial Arts Tournament.
Well, she just happens to be at the World Martial. Well, it's not even the World Martial
No,
Arts
they're just
Tournament.
out in the desert training for
yeah.
the World Martial Arts Tournament.
Why?
Exactly.
I forgot that.
This reminded me a lot of Mortal Kombat. But yeah, so they run into her or whatever. She's like, yeah, I'm going to the World Martial Arts Tournament. And she's like, are you going? And he's like, nah. I just thought that was
Nah, hard pass.
hard pass.
That's not my thing.
Got more important things to do, Chi-Chi.
Trying to find these balls from a dragon.
What? You're dragging what?
You know. Damn it, Chi-Chi, you know what I'm about.
But yeah, and then, what was it? As they continue their quest or whatever, we cut back to the World Martial Arts Tournament where Chi-Chi's fighting Mai for some reason. And I'm just like, and the reason she's fighting Mai...
Because, Chris, she needs to get her DNA to make the polyjuice potion.
God damn it. But it's like, how many hoops do you have to jump through for this to get, like, she needed to, like, she scratched her to get her DNA for the polyjuice potion. But it's like, is this the first round? How did she know she was going to get matched up with Chi-Chi? Is this like fucking, just who wants to fight and you put a hand up and you go in the ring? Like...
Her, I want her.
Chi-Chi's like, I'm game, bitch.
You going down. My... Weird that she's here.
Why is she here?
Where's Pilaf?
Exactly.
How are you gonna have Mai with no Pilaf?
It doesn't make any sense.
And that other guy.
Exactly. The fox guy, whatever he is.
I don't remember what he does.
I don't... He's just there. He's like a dog ninja or something. But...
He is in a cute little ninja uniform.
He is.
I do remember that.
Exactly. But it's like, where's Tambourine?
Damn it!
God dang it. Why is Mai the person? Oh, God. But yeah, so... And they're like visiting Chi-Chi at the World Martial Arts Tournament or whatever. And they're also there to go to the temple where they run into none other than Ernie Hudson, who is the master of the Mafuba Temple, who has the Mafuba container, which is used to seal Piccolo away 2,000 years ago.
And this was very funny because we've been watching Secret Life of the American Teenager recently. Playing, of course, the therapist.
Why is Ernie
Not the school counselor, but the therapist.
Why is Ernie Hudson in this movie?
Why? He's the only credible person in this entire movie.
Oh, it's terrible. It's so bad. But yeah, they're training there, and like Goku and Chi-Chi are like messing around and focus, like learning about Chi and stuff, and then they kiss.
You mean Ki?
Yeah, sorry, Ki. Sorry, I said the Chinese.
Chi-Chi's on your mind.
I said that. Yeah, sure. Whatever. This movie. What was I saying? Yeah, they blow out the candles with their key or whatever, and then
they literally do the Zuko thing.
They do the Zuko thing where he just blows out all the candles.
He puts all the candles out at first, and then he takes them out to kiss her. Brilliant.
Love Avatar.
The Last Dragon.
A million times better. But, what was it? So, yeah, and then afterwards we cut scene and we see Chi-Chi coming out of who else's room but Goku. And she runs into Bulma.
Nice. Big nice.
Yeah, and Yamcha, and they're both like, didn't think the kid had it in him.
Because he's a loser.
She's like, it's always the quiet ones.
What does that mean? What, he's a school shooter or something?
I've heard that before, and it's always a weird thing. It's like the quiet ones. But then Goku comes out of nowhere, like, oh, what are you guys all doing up so late? And they're like, what? And then they realize that it's an imposter. It's Mai who took the polyjuice potion.
Aha, brilliant.
Exactly. And Mai's escaping into a room, and Chi-Chi attacks her, and they knock down some fire so they can't get through, so the guys decide to go around, but Goku just leaps through the fire.
Once again, Chris, it's confused the shit out of me. He just was practicing his firebending.
His airbending.
Well, with the lamps, he was using his firebending.
Well, he's using his air... is he using his firebending? Oh my god.
He lights the candles with fire.
He lights them too? I thought
Yes, he
blew
lights
them.
them. They start out with lighting them.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
So why doesn't he do anything about this fire that's right there?
It's a fair point.
Why?
screenwriters didn't do a good job with this.
Instead, he just jumps through like a dick.
Yeah, and then he beats the crap out of Chi-Chi. And he sees her scar on his arm. He's like, oh no.
Oh no, I beat up my love interest on accident.
But it begs the question, like, if you knew she's the only one with the scar, why didn't you just look at their arms?
Why didn't you start with that?
Exactly. It's like,
Ask them a question that only the real Chi-Chi would know.
exactly. God damn it. God damn it.
How many guys did I beat up at your party without touching them?
It's just terrible. But yeah, so they go in pursuit of Mai and Piccolo because, you know, they have the Dragon Balls. Well, so... I'm sorry, this last scene is just so bad. They go to the Dragon Temple.
Of course, where you summon Shen... What do they call him?
I think they call him Shenlong. No, well...
Isn't it... They say Shenlong,
They say Shenlong, but it's Shenron.
Why did they change these names?
I don't know. It's ridiculous. But, you know, Goku also... Oh, man, I think we missed it. Goku, like, dies in this fight or whatever, and, like, Master Roshi has to, like, revive him or whatever, using the Force, airbending, who cares?
Force healing.
Force
He's Ray.
healing. Oh, God. And he talks to Gohan, who's like, you have to stop Piccolo and Mai, you know, you have to trust yourself, you know, let fate decide. To guide these hearts, you know, we see... something, whatever. Whatever BS stuff.
Who cares? Cryptic and mystic at the same time.
He's
and
back.
this poor guy in the background is trying to put out the fire.
With a bucket.
With one bucket at a time. No one's helping him. Damn it. All of you do firebending.
It's hysterical.
Why is no one helping him? Why isn't he just firebending?
Why do they call it bending?
Why did they do that? They did that on purpose.
Those movies came out in the same year. They had, like, this is on purpose.
Oh
like,
my god.
oh, God. It's like, oh, you guys are going to do element stuff? We can do element stuff too, right?
No!
What? No,
that's not what this is! Damn it.
Come on, it's a kid with superpowers, right? We can do the same thing, right? You know? Kid's got fire powers, our guy's got fire powers. That kid's got air powers, our guy's got air powers. Like, what movies are big right now? Avatar? Okay, well, what about that Twilight movie? Let's make them socially awkward and, like, weird. Okay, we got
super pale.
Super pale. All right, we got this.
And hair that sticks straight up.
Dude, in that scene, it looks straight like Twilight when he's, like, in that field or whatever, and it's all white.
Oh, yeah. When they desaturated that scene, I was like, it's Twilight.
Twilight. Be original, god damn it.
But somehow, still better than Twilight.
Yes. But, yes, they head off to stop Piccolo or whatever at the Dragon Temple from making his wish to destroy the world or whatever. Goku's in his blue or orange gi or whatever, ready to fight Piccolo.
Yeah, Piccolo, like, shoots them out of the sky, and, like, they're all covered in rubble. All of a sudden, Goku has changed into the gi.
Mm-hmm. And then, what was it? Master Roshi begins the... Does he begin the Mafuba thing immediately, or does that take a second?
He tries.
He tries and fails.
Because the eclipse happens.
Because the eclipse happens, exactly. And that gives, you know, Goku's like, we're going to stop you. And this is where there's a whole other character that we haven't even mentioned till now called, what the hell is that character called?
What character?
Ozaru. There's a whole other character. It was Piccolo and Ozaru. See, this thing also, 2,000 years ago, Piccolo and Ozaru tried to end the world. And then Goku's like, we're going to stop you and Ozaru. And Piccolo's like, what do you mean? You are Ozaru. And he's like, what? No, that can't be. That's impossible.
Damn it, that's Luke's line. Also, how 2,000 years ago? He's a kid. Stop. This is now Naruto. It's now the Nine-Tailed Fox.
Believe it.
No, I don't want to believe it. Damn it, none of this is canon.
It's like Gohan found him like supposedly 18 years ago or whatever. Why 18? Where was that? Where's he been for 2,000 years?
Who knows? Who cares?
God, doesn't make any sense.
Also, it doesn't take 2,000 years for an eclipse to happen. A solar eclipse. Like...
Oh my god. But yeah, so Goku's Ozaru, he turns into a giant ape monster. When I say giant ape, he's like 6'4" and like hairy. He goes around...
Giant to some of us, Chris.
Oh my goodness. And he goes and like...
It's so funny because they make it seem like he's like gigantic when he turns. And then, yeah, he looks like a below average size like NBA player.
Exactly.
Why?
And he's just going around trying to murder his friends, you know, as you do when you turn into a monster. And he actually ends up killing... He kills Master Roshi, but that's what
He chokes him out.
chokes him to death, and that's what helps him snap out of it or whatever. Because like his grandfather comes back to him, and it's all about like you gotta. Well, Roshi's also like you have to focus on what's right or something. You're not Ozaru or something.
He has that vision with Gohan again. Then I was like, all right, it's kind of like the Lovely Bones now.
Oh my god. Oh god, this is so bad. But yeah, so he gets the strength to turn back to Goku, and they literally just flip the scene of him like changing. Like it's literally the same thing.
Backwards.
They reversed it. Like
So funny.
And then him and Piccolo start their epic battle where they're jumping in the air, slap fighting, and throwing energy blasts. This is why they couldn't do Dragon Ball Z, Jack.
Damn it. Maybe back then they couldn't. Now they can. Surely they can.
Maybe, dude. I don't know. There's something that just need to be left as animation. Like, live action people speed fighting and throwing energy blast just looks ridiculous.
That's fair. Why recreate it if it's going to be the same thing? But why try to recreate it when it's this?
Exactly. It's one of the things where, like, Dragon Ball... See, Dragon Ball doesn't have... Dragon Ball's like an adventure. It's like a magical adventure for children and family. That's what it is. Besides the weird sex things that are in it if you look closely.
Not under.
But you could do that, you know, you could have like a young kid with a fucking monkey tail and a staff who's happy-go-lucky beating monsters with a big like stick or whatever and like flying on a cloud. It'd be a fun thing. Like, why didn't they just adapt those first 12 episodes? Like,
That's an easy movie to
it's
make.
an easy movie. It'd be a fun movie. That probably would have like been a hit with kids. Like,
I would have loved it.
exactly. We were like, this came out in 2009. We were 11 or not. We were 10 or 11 when this came out.
I was 12.
You were 12.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. 2009. You were 12? Oh, well, yeah, you were born in 97.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was 10 or 11. But yeah, this would have been a good movie. It's just so... But we're not even finished. So yeah, they fight or whatever, and like, they, you know, do one of those energy volley things or whatever, where like Piccolo sends a red blast, and Goku does the Kamehameha wave or whatever. But
That he hasn't learned how to do.
yeah, no. He showed him once. He said something about it or whatever, but he's never done it till now. And he does it,
Nice.
which kind of is canon. I mean, Goku watched him do it like once in the show and then just blew up a car.
Well, that's true.
Yeah. But instead of, when he's doing the blast, he like leaps into the air, still doing the blast, and then like breaks through both of their blasts and just like tackles Piccolo.
Got him.
I really wanted him to go right through him.
Because originally, for Piccolo, he headbutts him.
Mm-hmm.
Or for King Piccolo, he actually flies through him. He goes through his chest.
Through his chest.
Super hardcore.
Yes.
Very metal.
Yes, it is.
Piccolo Jr., he just headbutts.
He just headbutts, you know,
And that works.
and it goes down. But yeah, and you know, it's hilarious because it's completely dark, but the blood moon passes after their fight, and you just see Piccolo on the ground in front of Goku or whatever, and you can assume that, like, you know, he's fine, or dead, or who knows. They don't really talk about it after that.
Yeah, who cares?
All in the meantime, Yamcha has, like, shot Mai. I'm guessing she's dead. They don't really elaborate on that.
Who cares?
Exactly. Well, let's get this finished up. They get the Dragon Balls or whatever, all 7 together. Roshi's dead, so they're like, we're gonna bring back Master Roshi. And they bring him back to life. They don't bring back Goku's grandfather.
Why? Literally, why?
Exactly. Hell, they don't bring back a handful of all the people Piccolo's murdered. Like, there's been multiple people murdered in this movie.
There are a bunch of scenes with all these dead people all around, like.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
It's so bad. So yeah. Is there anything else big that happens?
I think him and like Chi-Chi like kiss at the end or whatever.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Dragon Ball scatter, and then like the last scene is like Goku and like Chi-Chi fighting in a martial arts tournament or something.
I think they're just sparring.
Are they just sparring?
Yeah.
Okay, they're just sparring. Oh, and there's a mid-cut scene where Piccolo survived, so for the sequel and stuff.
Yay, we are all waiting for the sequel.
So yeah, that's that's Dragon Ball Evolution. Oh my god, dude. Shout out to Shay for recommending this. Shay, this movie is really bad. It's terrible.
Why did you want this? No one wants this.
No one wanted this. Oh god, man, this movie took me back to some dark days. Remembering how awful movies could be. I'm gonna go probably a don't watch this. It's oddly enough, this movie is not on any streaming service. Not even the free
You have to
ones.
buy or rent it.
You have to buy, rent it, or go to Internet Archive. That's the only places you'll find this thing. Like,
No one wants to watch it.
no one wants it.
And for good reason.
Exactly. It's terrible. This thing should be like circling the drain on like YouTube somewhere. Like, but yeah, it's awful. But I'm gonna go with a strong 2 out of 10.
I'm gonna give it like a 3 out of 10. Just because there are parts where it's funny. Once again, don't watch this. You may have watched this. There's no reason to watch it again. Like,
No, that is not.
just watch Dragon Ball.
Just watch Dragon Ball, honestly. Just watch Dragon Ball. There's actually, what is it? Which is something that's so dumb is there's like 2 to 3 Dragon Ball movies that they actually made back in like the 80s or 90s.
Really?
Yes. I think they're called like The Path to Power and something else. But one of them literally just shrinks the beginning 12 episodes of Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball Kai.
Oh my goodness. Exactly. But yeah, they make it into one succinct movie. Everything that happens when Goku and Bulma meet to when they face off with Pilaf. It's about 2 hours long. Well, as soon as I heard this movie come out, I was like, oh, we're just doing that. Okay, that'll be cool.
Fantastic.
Exactly. No, they do whatever this weird teenage Twilight superpowered Avatar bullcrap like.
Spider-Man,
Star Wars. Why did they make him a teenager? Why did they...
They basically make him an adult. He looks like 25.
Dude, God.
Why?
Why didn't they just call this Super Teen? I don't know. Like, dude, like this...
Because then no one would have watched it. It would probably have a higher rating because, people were mad about this when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Avatar.
Exactly. Because so many people grew up with this and, like, really enjoyed Dragon Ball and everything. Like, Dragon Ball is one of the most pivotal shows ever created, especially for, like, the 20th century. Like, it had a massive effect on the planet. Like...
All these weebs walking around would not be here today without this.
Exactly. Dude, fucking probably like 1 in every 20 rap songs has a Dragon Ball reference on it.
Fair.
It is a part of the cultural zeitgeist. People know what Dragon Ball is that don't even know what anime is.
100% true.
Exactly. It's one of those things where it's just like...
Yeah, don't recommend this. Watch Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball's good.
Dragon Ball is good.
Dragon Ball Z is also good.
Exactly.
A little long. Probably too long. It's too long.
It's too long.
Don't watch GT. It's not canon anyway. Who cares?
Hell no. Super's kind of funny.
It's kind of funny.
But the best one is Dragon Ball Abridged.
Of course.
If you're a real fan.
Just skip like the first 10 episodes.
Skip like everything till like Vegeta and like Nappa show up.
Yeah, anything that was made before 2012, just ignore that.
It's just like awful
Doesn't
internet
exist.
memes. Like I've watched those first episodes, terrible.
It's just a bunch of old memes.
Yeah. Some of them they're memeing like other abridged shows that are on like Naruto and One Piece abridged crap.
Meta.
Dude. It'd be 2008 to 2013 YouTube. Insane. The film began development in 2002, which makes sense because I was like, this came out in 2009, but Dragon Ball had its peak back then, the early 2000s.
True.
So
I was watching it every Saturday morning.
exactly, I was watching it Saturday mornings. It was Saturday evenings on Toonami and stuff. Oh god.
4 kids.
4 kids.
The best. No, don't watch this movie. Can't believe I had to watch this movie again. No one suggests Avatar. I'll be pissed.
So guys, as always, I'm Chris,
And I'm Jack.
and we watch the awful movies you sometimes recommend.
Stop.